Every serious student of Torah knows that we have a principle in Chazal that states that Divrei Torah aniyim b'mkomon v'ashirim b'makom acher. That every so often we come across a portion within the Torah itself and we don't quite understand exactly what is being said. It's almost as if something is missing or something is out of place. I came across, I believe, such an example this week, and I'm excited to share it with you. And last week's Sedra, just 1 week ago of Vayera, when we read of the destruction of Sodom, we know that Lot is spared because of his relationship with Avraham Avinu and perhaps even something that he has done on his behalf. And he and his 2 daughters make their way to a safe area. And when they are found there, the pasuk tells us, "Vatomer habachira el haseira Avinu zakein." The older daughter turns to the younger one and says, Dad is old. V'ish ein ba'aretz lavo aleinu. And there's no man within the land anymore with whom we can live and achieve a continuity, to have children with. Kedera kol haaretz. Rashi explains v'ish ein ba'aretz, that the older turned to the younger one and said, if we don't live with our father effectively, the end of civilization is going to occur right now, because Sevuros Hayu, they were of the mindset that Shekola Olam Nechrav Kamo B'dor HaMabel, that when Sodom went up in smoke, they assumed that so did the rest of the world. And much as the entire world was destroyed at the time of the Mabel, excepting Noah and his family, so too there were no men left anymore, so they had to live with their father. But there, though the Rashbam agrees with Rashi, the Sforno says, what did the older one mean? V'ish ein ba'aretz lavo aleinu. Ein ish bazeh hagalil roi lavo aleinu. That in our area that has been spared, there's no one who is fitting to live with us. There's no one on our level. There's no man who is good enough for us. And one understandably needs to ask oneself, according to the Sforno's understanding of what the elder said to the younger, was this a case, in fact, of inflated self-esteem, or was it deserved? Well, I always wondered about that and never knew until this week. When Eliezer is sent by Avraham Avinu to find a shidduch for his beloved son Yitzchak, he presents himself at the well. We know the story with Rivka. He goes to the house, he speaks to Lavan and Besuel, and he informs them who he is, what his mission is, and that he found the girl based upon the deal, as it were, that he struck with HaKadosh Baruch Hu, and asking for one who would be so kind to offer not simply him to drink, but as well his camels. And he turns to them and he says, V'yata now, im yeshchemo sim chesed ve'emes es Adoni, if you're willing to do a kindness to my master, and after all he informed them who it was, then please do so. Tell me, and I'll be on my way. V'im lo, and if not, if you are not going to permit Rivka to come back with me, hagidu li, simply tell me, ve'efna al yamino al small, and I will turn either to the right or to the left. And Rashi says, I will turn al yamim mibnos Yishmael, and I'll find a shidduch for Yitzchak from his brother, from his half-brother's daughters, the Benos Yishmael. Or I will turn al small to the left. And here says Rashi, Mibenos Lot, from the daughters of Lot, who are dwelling to the left, geographically, of Avram Avinu. Mibenos Lot. So indeed we see that in the opinion of Eliezer, if he would strike out and not be able to bring home someone from the greater household of Avraham Avinu, from Aram Naharayim, then all was not lost, because there was a fitting shidduch to be found, Mibnos Lot, from the daughters of Lot. Ah, well, if the daughters of Lot are potentially rightful and sensible shidduchim for no less than Yitzchak Avinu, then indeed this sheds such great light on the statement of the elder daughter of Lot to the younger daughter of Lot. For in fact, ki ein ish, ve'ish ein ba'aretz lavo aleinu kedera kol haaretz. explains that Sforno. Einish bezehagolo roy lavo aleinu. They were deserving of more than just stam a man to come along and live with them and father their child. They were potentially, perhaps even in their own minds, and not necessarily incorrectly so, of being married and producing offspring with none less than Yitzchak Avinu. How rich it is explained by a comment of Rashi in the Sedra of Chaye Sara 1 week later as to how we were to understand what occurred 1 week ago in the Sedra of Ayeb. Have a wonderful Shabbos.